Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy New Year. I'm actually on my way to Walmart today to pick up some more sandpaper and wood glue. Yesterday Stacy and I found on Facebook Market an older table and chairs, pretty big set, like 75 bucks. So good solid wood, but dinged up a little bit. So we are now painting it white, sanding it, painting it white, and distressing it. So curse you, Joanna Gaines, for your distressed wood. But anyways, that's what I'm heading to do. I wanted to talk a little bit today about just how all this has made me feel and the differences that I am experiencing by eating healthier and as a result losing the weight that I've lost so far and continue to do so. I think I was down almost another pound this morning. So kind of like a pound a day is what I'm averaging, and that's pretty consistent. A buddy of mine that's doing the same thing, he's lost I think 35 pounds in 30 days, and I think I'll post some of his pictures down in the comments once I get done with this. His name's Hannibal, so who can't partner up with a guy named Hannibal? He rocks. He's an ex-Blackhawk pilot that is doing this program, so I know it works not just for me but for other people. So some of the things I'm experiencing, I'm wearing lots of Navy shirts because obviously that's a branch of service I'm still in, but a lot of these I bought and just have never worn, mostly because they were too tight. So extra large shirt, fits too tight, uncomfortable, my stomach sticks out, really clingy. I was joking, I told Stacy, I'm like, all my shirts are really long now, and that's just losing the thickness around my midsection is where I'm really measuring, and just all overall. So yeah, my clothes are all fitting much looser, pants are loose, but shirts like this that I spent a lot of money on and really wanted to wear but haven't been able to. So that makes me feel good. And it's funny because I took my shirt off yesterday and I'm like, hey, I actually feel pretty comfortable taking my shirt off now. And Madeline's like, no, Dad, I put shirt back on. So she's not quite a teenager at 2, but same kind of concept. Don't gross me out, Dad. But it just feels good to walk around and have your clothes feel better, and my energy level. I'm going to talk about this project that Stacy and I are doing, and we kind of got done. Madeline got done with one of the chairs, and Madeline sits down to take her nap, and normally I'd be like, oh, I'm tired, I'm going to take a nap. I used to take lots of naps. Nope, still have tons of energy. Sanded another chair, realized I needed a little bit more to finish some other stuff up, so heading to Walmart to do that. Other benefits, I used to eat Rolaids nonstop, especially at night. Haven't had a single one since I started this. Obviously, the diet has everything to do with that. Don't wake up with GERD, would wake up in the middle of the night and just have to run to the medicine cabinet, eat a handful of Rolaids, and I'm not talking 2 or 3, I'm talking 5 or 6, and then sit upright in bed until all that stuff settled down. So I haven't had that experience, which helps me sleep through the night. I'm more well rested as a result of that. So just some of the things I'm experiencing so far. I wanted to bring it up because a lot of people are posting stuff about New Year's resolutions. I want to get healthy, I want to get fit. Awesome. That's exactly what I'm hoping some of these videos will do, is give you some information. One of the things I'm going to talk about today, or the topic of today, is amino acids. Just because I never really understood them myself, and the way that Tim Sales, who's the guy that developed this program, put it is very simple to understand. Tim was a Navy EOD guy, so kind of feel like I had a connection with that part of his past, and he showed some old pictures, and he was in dungarees and a white hat, and of course I wore that for several years myself. But so amino acids, every year I would, okay, I'm going to start working out, I'm going to go to the gym, talk to a trainer, you need amino acids. Well, sure, and you can go to the store and you can buy amino acids. Well, without really knowing what the micronutrients of those are, the micronutrients and the amino acids, the exact breakdown of it, you could just be putting tons of stuff in your body, spending a lot of money, and wasting that money. So this is how it was explained to me. Your macros, you have macros and micros. So your macros are your protein. Your protein is what you eat. Chicken, steak, fish, and I'm just going to stick with the protein side of stuff right now. So let's say you eat chicken. your body then, with enzymes, breaks down that protein into amino acids, takes per organ or whatever it is, muscle group, it takes those amino acids that it needs, puts them back together into a protein to develop or strengthen that muscle. So what are your muscles? Your brain is an organ that needs it. Your heart is a muscle. Your lungs, your muscles in your arms, legs, your eyes, anything that you have, body function, organs, muscles, they all have these needs for these proteins, but the amino acids that are in the proteins. So here's kind of how he explained it, a way to remember it, which I remember it. Let's say hardware store is your protein. That's where you go and bam, here's a big chunk of protein, your chicken or your steak. Now, let's say your heart is the carpenter and you're building a house, right? So the carpenter goes to the hardware store and sees that in the hardware store there's a hammer, a saw, 2x4s, and nails. That's kind of the basic stuff that they're going to need to fill the carpenter need or the heart need, right? So he takes those things, goes back and starts building the frame of the house. Plumber goes and gets pipes and joints and all the stuff that they need. Sheetrock guy, insulation guy, you kind of get my point, right? Every function goes, grabs their bit from the hardware store or the piece of chicken and takes them. Now, what is very interesting is there's a hierarchy of your organs, and that dictates who gets what, or first choice at the hardware store. So let's just say carpenter is your heart, pretty high up there. Your heart needs to beat for you to live. So if you're feeding your body the protein and inside that amino acids, which your heart's a muscle, and you're trying to lift and gain muscle, but you're not giving it enough of that particular amino acid, then the heart's going to take what it needs, right? And let's just say it takes all the 2x4s and all the nails. And so when the muscle groups go in and say, you know, your finished carpenter or your sheetrock guy even needs the same kind of nails, but your carpenter took it all. So your sheetrock guy will go and grab those enzymes or amino acids. But if it's not the complete package that they need to put their particular piece together, they send it all back. It's not like they use partial pieces of it. If the whole package, if all of the amino acids aren't there to put the protein in for that particular organ or muscle, it pushes it back. And that's how it was explained to me. It makes it super easy to understand for me, because now I really started looking more into and learning more about which particular amino acids. I mean, you can go to the store and you can buy branched chain amino acids all day, but what is in there? What is it exactly that you're buying? So to find out more of, hey, what is it I'm trying to do, and what am I trying to strengthen, and which organ or muscle group am I trying to make healthier, you really need to know that. And that's part of what the diet is making sure that we get a lot of that from our foods, but you may have to supplement some of that. But you need to understand, you can't just go out and buy just generic whatever, put it in your body and think, oh yeah, you know, some 20-something-year-old who has a, you know, certification in personal training, and I'm not knocking those people, but make sure they understand that they're helping you with the right stuff, because you don't want to waste your money, first of all, and you don't want to just be putting a bunch of stuff in there that your body's not going to use. And understand, you have to have enough of this stuff to make these proteins work and to put them in there, because if the carpenter takes it all, there's not enough left over for the rest of the people that are trying to get that. So I hope that explains it a little bit. Obviously, I'm gonna go into more detail at some point. I'll start talking more about just which amino acids do what, and we can have a discussion on that. But I felt like in the beginning of the year, when we're all making resolutions, and a lot of people are gonna start going and signing up with, you know, personal trainers at the gym, awesome, outstanding, understand that. And to wrap it up, so I've had a couple questions about working out, and I'm going to be honest, I haven't worked out a bit, not one day since I started this program. And I think officially now I'm 14 pounds in 2 weeks is what my total weight loss is, just over 3 inches on my belly. But the reason is because my body is working so hard right now with the fuel, the foods, and the proteins I'm putting in it to fight the fat and get rid of all the bad stuff in there. You know, eliminate the toxins, get rid of the fat. It's using all of that up. I don't want my muscles competing with taking stuff away from the efficiency of what's happening. That's why this program is so efficient, because I'm able to focus on my diet, feed it, fuel it. I'm able to look at what things I need to supplement my diet based on what I'm not eating, and take care of it. So eventually I'm going to be working out, get in the gym. I'm looking forward to it. I got so much energy right now. I feel like I want to go run. And if you guys ever spend any time around me, I'm not a runner. In fact, for my PT test for years, I've been swimming just because I hate running. But I want to go run. I want to get back on trail. I want to start hiking. I want to get to the gym. I want to start working out. I'm developing that level of energy that I've not experienced before, and it's just through clean, healthy eating. I do walk. Recommended to walk 15 to 30 minutes is kind of what I'm doing right now. And that, talking with my doctor a little bit, is just to kind of get my heart rate going, and to keep a little bit of aerobic activity, but not overdoing it. I'm not putting miles into the treadmill. I'm not up on trail doing miles. Certainly not at the gym pounding weights, because my body is efficiently doing the job it needs to do right now, and that is to eliminate the weight and toxins. And like I said, it's not just me. My buddy Hannibal's been doing it for about 5 weeks, and like I said, I think he's 35 pounds. I think he's at least 35 pounds is what he sent me the other day. And he's got some great pictures and kind of his before and afters and an intermediate picture. But anyways, if you're looking at going to get healthy this year, awesome for you. Go to the gym, get with somebody, but do some research, really. I'll put some stuff up. If you have questions, any questions, just put in comments below. I'm trying to answer everybody, and I appreciate all the support so far. I'll be super honest with you. This is an uncomfortable thing. It's not easy putting, one, these live videos out, and two, pictures of yourself. Very self-conscious about that, but I feel like I said before in the beginning, and kind of what's motivated this is, I want to make sure that the information that I'm getting, it's not just stored up here. This is not those paychecks, again, for the analogy, just sitting on a desk somewhere. I'm trying to cash those checks. And cash those checks doesn't mean just me benefiting from it, but being able to go out and help somebody else. So if anybody else has helped even one person, then I feel like at least I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. My new kind of push for this, starting with the new year, like I said, Stacy and I started this as a thing together, but my push on out now is to share as much as I can. So thank you very much. Again, please comment below, even if it's thumbs up. Hey, if you don't like it, tell me you don't like it. But if somebody's benefiting, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So thanks again. Have a great new year and a great day. See ya.